Hey, how you doing? My name is Ryan, and today we are continuing to work on this year's Halloween costume, Captain America. So today we're at Joann Fabrics because we need to get all the pieces for the second layer of the costume. Last time we made the base with the jumpsuit and the sleeves, but today we're going to try to add all the belts and buckles and all the little detail pieces. So let's head inside and hope we can find everything. Okay, we picked up a lot from Joann Fabrics, but I think we have everything we need. So, red buckles for the front of the costume. Got about 2 yards of this, so I think about a yard for each strap should be enough. Got 1 yard of this really thick gray strap for some of the more larger pieces on the shoulders. And then about 5.5 yards of this thin gray strap because there's a lot of various, almost lace work on this costume. Some rings. 2 round rings that I'm going to use on the back of the costume that hooks together the 2 shoulder straps, the bottom strap, which goes to the belt. That belt is clipped on with a swivel hook, which I'm going to probably paint silver because the ones that were in metal cost an extra like $2. So I'd rather paint it than have to spend more money. 2 rectangular rings, 2 rings with slide buckles, that'll be for the red straps. Triangle rings, which will attach to this big ring in the back. 2 scrap bundles of blue and gray fabric, each one about 99 cents. That's just for extra fabric that I need. Some foam sheets for the star, as well as the various muscle protrusions out in the ab area, as well as some blue foam for the extra shoulder pad pieces, just to give it a bit more structure to it. Got a lot to work with. Let's piecemeal this out and start thinking about how I want to tackle adding this all to the costume. I think I need to start off by actually adding the white torso section. So I'm going to take some of this white craft foam. I'm going to cut out the shapes for the extra muscle padding and then take my extra off-white ivory shirt and sew the torso section on. I have the muscle padding design laid out. What I'm going to do is probably cover them with some scrap pieces from the off-white shirt to give them that same look as the torso. And then when I sew down the main piece of the ivory torso, I can just glue these pieces down on top of them to give them the exact same look. I think that looks pretty good. So by the way, what I'm doing is I'm cutting extra fabric and then I'm just going to fold it over the edge of the foam and glue it down. That way I have a nice clean surface on the front. So let's do the other 5 pieces. Alright, we got our set of covered muscle pads. Are these superfluous? Yes, but it's these kind of details that make the costume really look good. Now let's do the main torso bit. This is I'm kind of nervous about because I have to really think through the shape of it before I even make one stitch. update time. I think it's coming along pretty well. About halfway through stitching this piece on, I realized, oh crud, I have to make sure there's a seam in the middle for me to get in and out of this costume because the zipper's in the front. So I had to actually cut this down, attach some Velcro right here on those sides. These little pieces down here are these like almost inverted pockets. They'll actually be stitched behind the back. Also, the collar and neckline, I changed it from the original jumpsuit. I actually added this little flap here so that the neckline is almost like a turtleneck because that matches the costume better. Another piece of Velcro here as well. It's not that tough to get in and out of, which is a great sign. So what's next, I'm going to add the little pieces of muscular foam that I cut out earlier today. I'm also going to add the pattern in the back, the off-white, and then I also might start doing some extra line work on this torso piece, which I'm really excited about. I think this is good progress for today. Tomorrow I'm going to try to work on some of these straps and actually maybe do some shoulder pad work. So, see you then. So it's a new day, gonna work more on the costume. Sorry I'm a little bit sick, so my voice is gonna be a bit quieter, a bit more subdued, and probably a lot lower energy. But I feel like working on straps and shoulder pads is a relaxing activity, so it might, make me feel a lot better. So I think my first goal is to detach the shoulder pads from this chest piece because I need them to be independent of each other. I think I'll do it this way actually because it extends down my forearm. The actual pad extends down the forearm, so I might do it that way. I'm gonna stitch this little tail here to the collar of the costume. That way it has some sort of attachment. And then all the other straps can just be secondary. This is part of the costume process where I have to kind of keep taking it on and off because I don't have a full-size mannequin to make sure the shoulder lines up. So let's put this baby on. This needs to be closer up to here then. In order for that to work. It's be a whole lot easier when they're actually attached to me. So what I've done is I've stitched this elastic belt that I got at Goodwill through the foam, the blue foam that I added. So this will act as both an arm sleeve for me, as well as it'll actually kind of attach the shoulder pad piece to my arm so it doesn't really go all floppy around. Careful kids. I have to cut through this shoulder pad a little bit. There we go, look at that. So now I can fish through my little strap, my second strap. Okay, the strap's a little bit tight, so I can loosen it a little bit. Some emergency reserve. Careful. Yeah, okay. Now, I need to add some of this elastic here. So after far too many attempts for me to be proud of, I finally got a arm strap that I like. So it turns out that functionality actually was the winner here. I used an actual belt clip, so this thing now works. So I can tighten the arm strap if need be, or I can loosen it, which means I can keep it super loose when I put it on and then tighten it up as need be. As for the top of this, I'm not worried about it looking dirty right now or messy because I'm going to cover the entire thing in felt anyway, or fabric at least. So the next step looks like is going to be to add the actual front straps, which again, I'm going to go functional with it. I'm going to attach the gray strap to the top, the red strap to the bottom, and have a buckle / belt clasp in the middle so I can actually tighten it up and loosen it if need be. Yay! Finally adding some red to this costume. I'm already feeling a lot better about this. This morning I was like, is this gonna work? There's a lot of straps, but now we got something going. Got these slide belt buckles. I'll pull this off. So I could just attach it to down here. Just literally sew it to here, and then just have some extra I can just kind of fish it through. I think I might do that. Another plus side of constantly trying the costume on is I'm getting used to, one, how to put it on pretty efficiently and comfortably, and two, making sure that all my seams still are holding up. So if anything were to break, it would be during these multiple try-on sessions. Honestly, these shoulder pads are the more uncomfortable part of this costume. Everything else feels great. Gotta do that. Yeah! That feels good. I'll get an actual thicker belt, but that was pretty good. But now, I can take this piece, loosen it a little bit, and see that. Can I actually tighten a latch behind my back? This is looking pretty freaking cool now. Got a little, might add some more Velcro to this front piece now. But I'm super happy with this. Oh, heck yeah! This is a cool looking Captain America costume, at least for now. Got a lot more to add, but having real straps really adds some authenticity to it. So, I think I'm gonna call it for today. That means next time I'm gonna do the star, the detail work on the shoulder pads, some gloves, some boots, and maybe even a shield. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.